By now, you should have solid understanding of how LINQ works under the hood together with IEnumerable and IEnumerator and role of these interfaces in a LINQ. In previous episode, we examined what select extension method is. So in this episode, we will move this journey further and inspect other extension method in LINQ. So let us first take a look at take extension method in LINQ. It will just extract some of the elements from the list and give us back that chunk of list. So let us see how we can implement that. So as you know, we have this CSV file here and we have crafted our own class, right? So right now we are making the instance of this class and reading the list to this variable, right? So moving further, we will make use of the take extension method, which will give us back n number of elements specified by us from the start of the list. So we want to take 3 elements from the list, right? So let us put it in the variable and then let us display them out to the console. Anyhow, if you got a chance to visit my GitHub repository and inspect this custom display extension method, that's great. If not, what it does is it will display any collection out to the console in nicely formatted table. Let's run this application and see what we get. See, we are getting the first 3 elements, customer ID 1, 2, and 3. Just in case you are curious about all of the elements stored in the list, sure, we can do that. So let's run this application. We have around 100 elements in the collection and the customer ID starts from 1 to 100, right? So there are other properties, full name, salary, date of birth, and blah, blah, blah. So you can inspect yourself. You can go to my GitHub repository and download the project and see what functionality is implemented there. Now let's take a look at the other overload of this take extension method, right? So the first overload just takes the count of the element which we want to return it back to us from the start of the list. So the other extension method which returns IEnumerable of a customer, and it's defined on IEnumerable of customer dot take. Take is the name of the function which operates on of type customer and it accepts the object of range struct. So let us make a new instance of this range struct, new range, and it has 2 overloads. It will extract the elements from the start of the index we specify and up to the end index excluded, and then return that chunk back to us. So let us say we need a chunk from index 10 to 20 excluded. So it will not include the element at 20 index. So let us run this. Let us first update the display statement and let us execute and see the results. As you know, we operate on zero-based list and we store customer objects with customer IDs from 1 to 100, right? And also the customer ID 11 will have the index 10, right? So the customer ID will be 11. So take a close look at the last element we are getting. It has the customer ID of 20, but we should be getting the last customer ID as 21 since the index is 20, right? So it's clear now element at last index is excluded.